Hey y'all, Miss Brennan here. Just wanted to go over the safety homework so that you can study it and be good to go tomorrow for the safety quiz. So, first off, the directions using your handout on the safety rules in each of the following situations, write yes if the proper safety procedures are being followed and no if they are not. Then give a reason for your answer. So, number one, Bubba cannot find matches to light his Bunsen burner. The student next to him picks up an lighted burner and says, "Here, you can use my flame to light your burner." That is absolutely not the right thing to do. Bubba should notify the teacher and they will give them a lighter to light the Bunsen burner. 2. Jim Bob notices that the electrical cord on his microscope is frayed near the plug. He takes the microscope to the teacher and asks permission to use another one. That is absolutely the right thing that Jim Bob should do. If there is any damaged equipment, you should notify the teacher right away and not use that equipment. Number 3, the directions in the lab manual instruct students to pour a small amount of hydrochloric acid into a beaker. Hawkeye puts on safety glasses and a lab apron before pouring the acid into the beaker. That is absolutely the right thing to do. You should never use a chemical that can damage your skin without using the proper protective equipment. So that includes the safety goggles, that includes the apron. Number 4, Trapper John finds a paperclip on the floor and becomes curious. He wants to know what will happen if he sticks the paperclip into the electrical outlet at his lab desk. His lab partners agree, and he performs his experiment. As much as I love curiosity in the science classroom, this is not a thing that you should do. Obviously, you can damage yourself. Um, please don't do this, it's very stupid. Number 5, while using ice in a lab, Major Burns puts a piece of ice down Captain Pierce's shirt. To get even, Pierce grabs a handful and returns the favor. Again, you are not supposed to be horseplaying around in the lab room at all. And you're also supposed to be conducting yourself in a respectful manner. So this is not what you should be doing. All right, section 2, directions. Look at each of the following drawings and explain what rules the individuals are following, what rules they are not following. So at number 6, we can see that the student is not wearing any safety goggles. They are pouring some type of liquid into acid, and that is definitely not a good idea. They should definitely be wearing either gloves and safety goggles. Number 7. As we learned today, test tubes should be pointed away from you when they are being heated by a Bunsen burner. So this student, although wearing safety glasses is good, it needs to be pointed away from your face. Number 8, all these students seem to be horseplaying around in the lab room, and that is not what you're supposed to be doing. Number 9, this student has left the cap on top of the beaker there and that is being heated, and that is not what you want to do. Although he is wearing his safety glasses and staying a pretty good, decently far apart from the burner there, you definitely need to take the cap off. Number 10, the student is eating in the lab room, and that is not what you should be doing. Number 11, the student is sniffing the test tube, which again, you're not supposed to be doing. All right, so part 3, directions. Read each of the statements below. If the statement is true, then write true in the space provided. If the statement is false, then write false and fix the statement so that it is true. While in the lab, it is okay to begin touching or using the items on the lab tables without being instructed to do so, as long as you know how to use and handle the equipment. This is not true. You should always ask the instructor before beginning the lab, and you always want to make sure that the instructor is there. If something is spilled or broken in the lab, just cover it up or kick it out of the way. If no one saw you do it. This is not true. You always need to tell the teacher if there was ever an accident, no matter how trivial. If an acid gets on your skin, the best thing to do is tell your teacher immediately and flush the area with lots of water. That is true. No matter where it is on the skin, whether you need to use the shower or the eye wash, you want to make sure that you get that chemical off immediately, and you need to have someone else tell the teacher exactly what's happening if they don't already know. Number 15, When dissecting, you should cut away from yourself. That is true. You never want to cut towards yourself. Number 16, the best place to throw away garbage or unwanted items is in the lab sink because teachers love to pick up other people's messes. That is absolutely not true. You need to clean up after yourself. Number 17, long hair should be tied back during lab so it does not get in the way. That is true. All right, reach out if you have any questions on this assignment or any other assignments, and I'll see you all tomorrow.